Okay, so after the southernmost region, we now reach to the easternmost part of India and will be covering the first among the 7 states. And easternmost means the land of the Dawnlit Mountains. By the way, I have this new addition to my setup, so I hope it delivers a better audio. Hundreds of tribes over the mountains covered with forests but then disputed with China. This is one of the least visited state of India and today we will uncover some of the hidden treasures. But before that, let's find out on map where this land of Dawnlit Mountains is located. Arunachal Pradesh is located here in the northeast part of India where Assam and Nagaland forms its domestic border along with Myanmar, Bhutan and Tibet in China that forms the international borders. And that's where the things gets heated. China claims huge part of the region. Basically, China says that this region was a part of Tibet and has Tibetan influence, to which India says it was decided in Shimla Convention in 1914. British and even Tibet signed a pact that the controversial part of land belongs to India, to which China says that it belongs to Tibet. Even 14th Dalai Lama said the same thing in 2008. Also, Himalayas forms the natural border, so the region is easily accessible by the Indian side as compared to China. So what's the point of claiming a land where you don't even have a proper access to China? Too much history, I guess. The state is divided into 2 divisions which are further divided into a total of 25 districts. Earlier it was named as the Northeast Frontier Agency and had 5 districts when it was under the Assam state. Yes, initially it was under Assam for a long time. But then in 1972 it became an independent union territory. The 5 core districts kept on dividing until today with 25 districts and there are even plans to create more districts. By the way, Arunachal became a state in 1987. Again history. The largest city is the capital city of Itanagar with somewhat 70,000 people, followed by Naharlagun with estimated about 40,000, which is just a few kilometers away from the capital, and then Pasighat nearing to some 30,000 individuals. The state lacks in terms of air travel facilities. To this day, only Pasighat Airport is operational, receiving flights from Kolkata via Guwahati, and this service began just recently in 2018. Other than that, the Itanagar Airport is being planned. Also, the Zero Airport, Along Airport and Tezu Airport are small and not in commercial use. And also due to its terrain, Arunachal even lacks in the rail connectivity. The state got its first railway in 2015, which directly connected the state capital to the capital city of New Delhi, and there are plans to extend this route up to Tawang. Apart from this, there do exist some railway lines which terminates in Assam but is so close to the Arunachal border. Like this Bhalukapong, a village in Arunachal side of the border, but station is technically outside in Assam, just a half kilometer away. Or this Murkong Selek, which is just a kilometer away from the border in Assam. Otherwise, the Trans-Arunachal Highway does connect the interior regions of the Arunachal Pradesh, and since 2007, all the villages are connected by roads. Great achievement. Also, the recent opening of the Bogibeel Bridge in Assam has created another route to enter into the Arunachal Pradesh. Talking about the bridges, they even have this second longest bridge which is in the lower Debang Valley on the Debang River. And that's it in location, so moving on to the geography section. Arunachal Pradesh sits right on top of the convergence region where India and Eurasian plate collided and formed the legendary Himalayas. In fact, if you look from the top, you can even find out the geographical border of the Arunachal and Assam. The territory of Arunachal can be divided into 3 regions. First one being the Upper Himalayas in the far north and eastern part of the state. Very tall, snow-capped and supports Himalayan conifer or alpine forest. Conifer means this type of vegetation on high altitudes and alpine means this type of vegetation where trees can't grow. Second one is the lower Himalayan area covering the rest part of the state extending up to Purvanchal near the Myanmar border that supports broadleaf forest. And finally, there is a small Brahmaputra Plain in the far east that supports the agricultural growth. Apart from this, there do exist some flat patches of land in the interior regions that are in agricultural use, like this one in the Zero Valley. The highest point of Arunachal is the Kangto, bordering Tibetan Autonomous Region of China. However, the highest peak within Arunachal is the Gorichain Peak, just a skip away from Kangto. Arunachal is drained by so many rivers, major one being the Brahmaputra, but locally known as Siang. And almost all the major rivers flowing in Arunachal end up by merging into Siang. The largest lake could be this unnamed lake in Tawang district. Sorry, no information about that on the internet, but It's just that I found this lake to be the largest on the Google Maps. Maybe there are lakes that are even larger than this, so if you find one, do mention in the comment box. But what internet do suggest as the largest lake is this lake, which is false. Madhuri Lake is very famous here because of her, as this song was shot here. By the way, 77% of state is covered under forest and forms a major part of the western Himalayan biodiversity. Now what's this biodiversity? Biodiversity is a hotspot area comprising a very dense variety of plants and animal species. In India, these 4 biodiversity regions exist. Again, sorry, I forgot to cover the Sunda land in the Andaman episode, but now you know. To this day, there are some 750 species of birds and 200 species of mammals like red panda, Himalayan black bear and goral, though their state bird is hornbill and state animal is mithun. Not this, but this. Also, their state tree is holong and the state flower is foxtail orchid. By the way, Arunachal is also known as the orchid state of India. And now it's time to know about the tribal culture of Arunachal Pradesh in demographics section. The people. Now Arunachal is a bridge between Southeast Asia, Tibet and India, and therefore there exist some 26 major tribes and hundreds of sub-tribes coexisting in such a small area. The population of Arunachal is 17 lakhs. For reference, population of Bhopal is some 20 lakhs. Of these, 30% are Christians, 29% belong to Hindus, 12% are Buddhist and 2% are Muslims, and rest belong to other religious and non-religious groups including Doni Polo. By the way, Doni Poloism is an indigenous religion that symbolizes sun as the creator mother and moon as the father. Also, you won't find any pictures or temples related to their god, as they strongly believe that God is everywhere. Language wise, this is the distribution. Nishi and Adi tribe with 29 and 17% respectively. Then there are Bengali, Hindi and Nepali speakers at 7% each. And then there are so many languages spoken by the different tribal groups. Also, Arunachal is among those few states in 7 states where Hindi is very much common. Like everyone can speak Hindi. Also, the Bollywood culture is more famous as compared to any other 7 states. However, their official language is English. In fact, these tribal people can speak better English than But seriously, Arunachal is among those few states where English is very much common even in the rural areas. Nishis, largest ethnic group in Arunachal, mostly found in the core region of the state. Traditionally, this is their attire with a beak of hornbill on head. Most of them are Christians, but Doni Poloism do exist, and also polygamy exists, but it's declining. Apart from them, there are also Apatani people that coexist along with Nishis in Zero Valley. And Apatani women wear large nose plugs and face tattoos just to distinguish them and make them look less beautiful and less likely to be kidnapped by the other tribes. Adi tribe lives in Dibang, Siang and Lohit region, mainly close to the Brahmaputra basin. Their houses are usually on stilts. You know, Brahmaputra basin can flood anytime, so it's better to be safe. Galo tribe, which has an interesting naming pattern. The ending of the father's name will be the initials of the child's name, like this series. They say that it helps them to remember their roots. So my kid's name will start with K according to them. Nocte and Vancho tribes have somewhat similar culture, as they both belong to the broader Naga group. Deori tribe, descendants of these unable to pronounce tribe, and they lived here after their kingdom. And also they were the first descendants of Lohit and Dibang region. Also, every typical Arunachali house has a fire hearth in center along with a platform for cooking, storing, and everyone gathers around hearth for warming or dinner and all stuffs. Now obviously I can't cover all those hundreds of tribes, so moving on. Now economy of Arunachal is mainly on the agriculture. Jhum or shifting cultivation is practiced by many tribes, but their numbers are declining. Also, rice fish farming is common, like this one in the Zero Valley. You can do fishing in these paddy fields. Interesting, right? Otherwise, horticulture and fruit orchards are also very popular here. Arunachal is also the largest producer of kiwi in India, nearly 50%. By the way, kiwi was originated in China. No one saw that coming, right? There happens an annual Orange Festival of Adventure and Music in Dambok. Another famous event is the Zero Music Festival. The state is also famous for its wood carvings, carpet making and the bamboo work. In fact, bamboo has a huge impact on their culture, from crafting to cooking to eating and all. The bamboo tube is used for cooking food items like fish or rice or meat, etc. Talking about the food, let's move to the final lap of our video. Now, Arunachali cuisine is all about rice, meat and bamboo. Rice forms the staple diet along with some veg curries or with fish or meat. And also they love very spicy food. As previously mentioned, bamboo is extensively used in cooking. Bamboo shoots are also used as flavoring agent along with some wild herbs. Also, due to the Southeast Asian influence, you may find dried rats, insects, silkworm, fishes in the market. Some dishes that originated in Arunachal Pradesh are Vungot Nam, chicken dish made with rice flour, Pika Pela, a pickle made with chili and bamboo shoots, Natok, fish cooked in banana leaf and charcoal, Lukter, dry meat with Ultra Pro Max spicy Bhut Jolakia chili, Apong, alcoholic rice beer, very popular here, and this is how you drink it in traditional style. This bamboo vessel looks very cool. Its origin is debated with siblings Assam, but you can't have Arunachali cuisine without Apong or this beer. Some places you must check out after this lockdown ends could be Tawang Monastery, the largest monastery in India, second largest in the world. Towns like Along, Itanagar, Mechuka, Bomdila, and many others. Zero Valley, land of the Apatani peoples. Town of Tezu along with the scenic Mishmi Hills, Dambuk famous for Orange annual music festival and water adventures obviously. Pasighat, also known as the gateway of Arunachal, as one of the 3 railway entrances of Arunachal is closed in Murkong Selek. Sela Pass, the tallest Gorichen mountains, parks like the Namdapha National Park and the world famous Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary. Also, permit is required. Arunachal Pradesh is a state with diversity but least discovered cultures, and that's because many people think that it's far away from the city or it's in the corner, and also it's unsafe due to ongoing border tensions, but it's completely safe and you must give it a try. In the next video, we'll cover their next door neighbors with the state of Assam. Stay tuned.